Hey homegirl, welcome to the Girl Just Heal podcast, where together we learn how to navigate our healing journeys in a way that challenges us to destroy limits and break down walls that have been keeping us subject to our trauma. I am your host, your favorite homegirl, Neimoya Basden, and just like you, I am on this healing journey, navigating the ups and downs of this thing called life, while simultaneously allowing God to usher me right into the place where He wants me to be. So get comfy, grab your journal, and let's talk about all the ways we can heal, grow, and evolve together. Hey homegirls, welcome to another episode of the Girl Just Heal podcast. I'm your favorite homegirl, Neimoya Basden, and today, I have a treat for y'all. So this is actually a bonus episode, and this is audio only, because what I'm going to talk about and just share in this episode, God really put it on my heart to just make this an audio episode because this is an episode of reflection. This is an episode where you will get the opportunity to just listen, to just drop in, not have to worry about visuals, not have to worry about seeing how fly your homegirl is or how her hair looks in this episode. Like no distractions, just for you to be able to do whatever it is you are doing, whether you are riding home from work, riding to work, whether you are just taking a ride to clear your mind, you sitting in the house, you cleaning, you just relaxing, wherever you are at and whatever you are doing. This episode is created with you in mind, so you can just relax and you can just reflect and just be one with yourself in this moment. So we're just going to go ahead and get into it. Y'all already know the homegirl updates and announcements. Go to girljustheal.com, get your prayer cards. Go to girljusthealconference.com so that you can sign up for the details for the next Girl Just Heal conference. So in this episode, I really just want you to take a moment. And this episode is all about us just breathing. And all about us just sitting in the moment, just whatever that moment looks like for you, whatever it is that you are going through, whatever it is you are dealing with, all of your trials, your tribulations, things that have come to stress you out. I want you to just sit in that moment and I want you to think about it. I want you to think about what it is you are going through. Bring that to the forefront of your mind. And I want you to just sit in that. I want you to feel every single thing that comes up. Because sometimes what happens is we go through things and we will push those things to the back of our minds, the back of our hearts. And we will say, you know what? I'm just going to keep on going. I don't have time to be weak right now. I got to be strong. I have so many people depending on me. I have so many people looking up to me. I have so many people that are depending on me to just be strong and continue to show up and continue to do what God has called me to do. But this episode is for you to take time to just feel and acknowledge everything that you are going through. Because guess what? You are still human. Outside of you being the strong friend, the strong cousin, auntie, uncle, mom, outside of you being all of those things, you are still human. And you still have to show up for yourself. And sometimes just sitting in the moments and just acknowledging and being real with yourself and saying, you know what, right now in my life, I'm going through a very hard time. I didn't think my life was going to look like this. I didn't think my life was going to be like this. Nobody ever told me that I was going to have to deal with such trauma and the tragedies that I have dealt with. So for you to be able to just sit and be real with yourself. Sometimes we are not real. My goodness, we are not real with ourselves when we are going through things. We are not real with ourselves when we are feeling all of these emotions and things like that. And so what happens is we'll push it to the side and we'll try to forget about it. But then a couple months later or a couple years later, it'll come back up and you wonder why it still feels fresh. You wonder why that situation feels like it just happened because you didn't properly take the time to deal with it. You didn't sit in it. And I know there's a lot of controversy that goes around about how we don't need to sit in anything. You don't need to mope. This episode is not about you moping. This episode is not about a pity party. This episode is all about release It's all about rejuvenation. It's all about healing. It's all about acknowledging that, hey, I am a person as well. I am human. I feel just like everybody else feel. I know everybody else have expectations of me. I know they say that I'm the strong person and they glean on me and they look to me for encouragement. And all of those things are great. But at the end of the day, we are all still human. And so we all are experiencing things in life. And I want you to sit and think about that. I want you to think about whatever it is, the hardest thing that you may be dealing with. I want you to just sit and I want you to think about it. I want you to think about it and I want you to feel, what are you feeling in this moment? When you think about that, what emotions are coming up for you? And there is no right or wrong answer, baby. This is a private moment that you are giving yourself permission to have this private moment where you can express every piece of emotion and feeling that you are feeling. You can sit in that. You don't have to hide that, baby. You don't have to pretend that you are okay. This episode, in this moment, this is your ticket to not be okay. This is your free ticket to feel all of the feels and sit in that. Whatever emotions come up for you, whether you have to scream, whether you have to cry, whether you just sitting there quietly shaking your head, whether you're just sitting there and you just looking and you're like, God, I don't understand why I have to go through this. I don't understand, God, why you chose me for this tough battle. God, give me an understanding. Give me clarity. Give me peace. God, help me understand why it had to be me. It seems like everybody else around me, it seems like their life is smooth sailing. It seems like they're not going through anything. It seems like every time somebody have a hard situation, God, it's me. Every time you turn around, it's me getting knocked back 10 more steps. It's me getting knocked down again. I'm going through something again. And now my friends and my family getting tired of me and they looking at me like, girl, you always going through something. God, help me. Help me to understand why you chose me for these tough battles. And you know, that's something that I've had to just sit and I've really had to sit and just ask God that. Especially with my story, especially this last year, almost 2 years. Oh my goodness. Like it has been where I've had to sit and have a heart to heart with God. And I'm like, God, I need to understand, because at this moment, at this time, I don't understand. God, I'm not questioning you in a way of, oh, I don't trust you. But, you know, we're human. And sometimes we want to know, like, God, why did you pick me to go through that? Because sometimes I don't know what it is. We feel the need that we have to understand everything. I don't know if y'all like me, but if I don't understand why something happened, I struggle. I struggle with that. Like, I want to understand why a person moved the way they move. Like, I want to understand why a person think the way they think or why they do the things they do. And when I lack that understanding, it keeps me uneasy and it keeps me in a world of disarray almost, just because I don't understand what's going on in the moment. And I love to understand it. And so one of the things that's been so hard for me is that with the things that I have been through, I still don't understand it. Like every single day I wake up, I still don't understand it. And I'll just open up and share this. I've had a moment recently. I've had a lot of moments. Actually, if you've been around the podcast for a little bit, then you know I am still grieving. I'm still navigating grief. 4 months ago, I lost my son. He was a twin. Baby girl is still here. She's doing great. But we lost her twin brother. We named him Noel. And I'm still navigating that. And I don't understand it. And it's still really hard. Like it's really, really hard for me to continue to navigate this, because I look at my baby girl and I'm like, you know, now I think I'm in the stage of grief to where when I look at my baby girl, I'm like, dang, like, you know, why couldn't her twin brother make it as well? And what makes it even harder for me is that I walk around the NICU and it's like it's been so many twins that have been born. And I broke down the other day and I just was like, God, I was like, oh my goodness, it's getting me emotional. I broke down the other day and I was like, I said, God, was I not deserving? God, was I not deserving of twins? Cause I don't understand it. And I still struggle. I still have a very hard time with the fact that we did lose Noel. And losing Noel was piled on top of losing Noah, which we lost Noah. He was a singleton pregnancy, but we lost him last year. And losing Noah was hard already, but then, you pray and you try to get out of that spot of grieving, and then God blesses you again. And oh man, I remember just when we did conceive Noel and baby girl, it was just like, I just was so happy. I kept saying, God really delivered double for my trouble. And so now during this grieving process, I'm like, God, like you did, like God, you did it. It's no question he did it, but he also took away. And I know that God is still good and I still trust him. I still have faith in him, but I still don't understand it. And I'm struggling a little more now than I was. Like grief has really been hitting me. It's really been hitting me hard. And I'm just trying to understand why. And I know that, I really preach, don't compare yourself to other people. You don't know the cost of their oil. Like, you don't know what they had to go through to get what it is that they have. And so sometimes I do feel guilty when I'm walking around the NICU and I see that it's a set of twins, because I'm like, I don't know the story. I don't know the story behind that mom. I don't know how many losses, if any, she suffered before God finally blessed her with her twins. So I don't know her story. And so I don't come from a place of being insensitive to the parents of the twins that are in the NICU. I think for me, it's just seeing that and remembering what was. Like, both of my babies was in that NICU, and I walked past every single day. I walked past the room that baby girl and Noel was in, and that right there, that's the hardest thing for me. One of the hardest things. That's one of the hardest things for me, is to walk past that room and just look in there and just see. It's like when I walk past that room, I relive that day all over again. Walk past that room, I relive that day, and I see me sitting in that wheelchair. I see me hold my baby boy, him not making it. And in that moment, everything just stood still. Everything around me stood still. And as I reflect on it, and as I just, think about the loss that I've suffered, which is a great loss, a very, very great loss, and just think about how a part of me, and I'm gonna keep it real. Y'all know how we do here. A part of me, now I'm like, I don't just feel like God failed me, but I'm just like, God, why? God, I don't understand why this had to happen. Because I know, and the reason I can say I don't feel like God failed me is because he didn't. Like, my baby girl is here, and he didn't fail me in this. And so I have to just remember that in the midst of it all, like, God is still good. In the midst of every single thing, during this whole process, like, I have to remember that God is still good. Like, no matter what it is that I'm going through, no matter what it is that I face, no matter what it is that's to come, I just have to remember that. And so that's something that I'm dealing with, and I'm actively dealing with it, and I'm trying to be okay. Like, I'm really trying to give myself permission to be okay in this whole process, because it is a difficult journey. It's a new journey. I don't have all the answers. Like, I don't know. Every day I wake up is different, because I don't know, like, where my strength is coming from day to day. Like, it's really a journey. And so as I stated in the beginning of this episode, like this is just an episode for us to just not be okay and be okay with not being okay, and just knowing that, if we just continue this journey, we are not in control of anything. So we don't know. We don't know day to day, like what's going to happen. We don't know day to day, like anything. And so we have to do our best to just be okay. And so I just want you to feel seen. And I want you to know that whatever it is you are dealing with, like it's okay. Like it's going to be okay. Even when you don't understand it, even when it's hard, even when it's challenging, even when things are in a disarray and you just feel like, I don't know where my strength coming from today. And you get up and you still face life, and you get up and you still do things. You get up and you still go and you go and you don't stop. You don't quit. You still just go. And, so that's what this episode is about. And I love y'all so much. Y'all already know I love y'all so much. And this space, this episode, this time, all of this, like this is for you. This is for me. This is for us to just breathe and just sit in what we feel and just be okay that we're not okay sometimes. And we don't always have to be strong. We don't always have to look strong for everybody else. Like it's okay to not be okay sometimes. So I love y'all so much. Y'all already know how we are going to close out this episode. We are going to close out this episode with the Girl Just Healed mantra. So I really want y'all to drop in. I want y'all to take a deep breath in and out. And that is just us releasing all of the cares of today, yesterday, last week, last month, anything that's come up to trigger us or hinder us. We are releasing that off of us. And we are going to repeat the Girl Just Healed mantra together. So the Girl Just Healed mantra is, I accept myself for who I am. I free myself from all fear. And today, I choose to heal. I accept myself for who I am. I free myself from all fear. And today, I choose to heal. I accept myself for who I am. I free myself from all fear. And today, I choose to heal. So thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of the Girl Just Healed podcast. I'm your favorite homegirl, Neimoya Basden. And until we speak again, girl, just heal. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Girl Just Healed podcast. Be sure to connect with us on social media at Girl Just Heal. And if you need an extra dose of support during your healing journey, join our private Facebook community where we can continue to heal, grow, and evolve together.